So I am sitting down and I am ready to start refreshing some of my stick and stitch patches. They're still very good. I'm still very happy with the designs, but on Etsy, as we know, copy culture is rife and your items have a shelf life now and they can become quite stagnant quite fast. Because if somebody makes something and they have a certain amount of success with it, you'll start to see people popping up that look very, very similar. That is unfortunately the nature of selling online. So I'm finding that every so often it's an idea to refresh your items to keep them relevant and to help them stand out from everybody else. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm revisiting all of my stick and stitch patch packs, which is a bit of a mouthful, and I'm just trying to see, one, if they're still worth making, two, if they need refreshing, or three, if I can replace them all together. I'm starting with this one because it's bugging me. And I did come up with a list of things that I could have done to make it better, but honestly, it's not had enough interest for me to make it worth my time. Also, I have a better idea. Small story time. Over the weekend, I pulled out a yellow t-shirt and I looked at it and thought, ooh, I can embroider some stuff onto here, because that's what happens sometimes. And then I thought, ooh, I could film it and I could make stick and stitch patches for other people to do the same thing. Because that's what happens when your passion and your business become the same thing. The streams cross. So that's what we're doing. And I also think that it will be better than these anyway. I'm on Etsy at the moment and I've gone through because I want to see what my competition are doing, because I want to see how I can be different. Never mind this copying other people malarkey. On a place like Etsy, when you've got so many people all vying for buyers' attention, you want to stand out. On some platforms, and I believe Etsy is one of them, it's actually a really good idea to try and be different and to try and stand out. And if you are a creative person, you are wasting your creativity and your talent by copying other people, because you have ideas that they don't, and you have something that you can bring to the table that other people can't. I will stop ranting now. My point is, I've just put into Etsy what my most common keywords and search terms are going to be that my customers will be using, I'm guessing. And I'm looking at the similarities between my competition so I can avoid those. Okay, so step 1 is done. Step 2, drawing. And this is where I wish I had Procreate, because I do mine on pen and paper like the old woman I am. Okay, so it's the next day and I missed out a whole chunk of stuff yesterday because I stopped working on the pack of patches that I said I was going to work on, and I ended up focusing on my bees instead. This is going to be a whole pack of bee-themed stick and stitch patches, and I completely forgot to film the whole sketching up process. And then this morning I sat down in my dressing gown scanning and then in Canva removing the background and doing all of the doodads that I need to do. So now I have one pack that is done, and let me just spin you around and I can show you how they differ. Okay, well, excuse the mess. This was one of the patches that you got with the bee stick and stitch patch. It's pretty, I like it, I've stitched it up, it's very nice, but there were certain elements of it that just drove me nuts. That bee is too small to get the detail in there properly when it's all stitched. Some of these need to be spaced out a bit more, and I didn't like the shape of those petals. But now they look like this. So you can see it's the exact same design. I've spaced out the flowers a little bit more. I've taken away the little bee. I've changed the shape of the petals on this one. And I just used a finer pen than I used for that one so that the lines would be clearer as well. And yeah, just added some more stuff. Most of these were already in there. The bee got a little bit of a rezhuzh. That was already in there. That was already in there. This was already in there. I like bees, okay? Let's move on. Okay, so that's one pack done and dusted. Yes, I am getting there. Getting there. Okay, so the next one, I think what I'm going to do is scrap the strawberries, add in a sunflower one, but merge it with the sunset one. Have I lost you? I've lost myself, don't worry. This is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make 2 massive sunflowers. So this is the t-shirt that I was talking about yesterday. And I just freehanded some sunflower designs. I really wasn't sure which one I like best, but I think I like the one that covers the sleeve rather than the corner. So the plan, as I say, is to now print off 2 massive sunflowers, and they will be the patches, just massive sunflowers. Because why not? Why not? And then also, this is going to be a project that I can continue with. I was literally going to say pick up and put down, and look what I did. I put it down. The problem that I have now is that I am finding myself constantly getting stuck in the weeds with these, and this needs to be a quick refresh of all of these items, because I'm also going to have to take photographs and update the listings and all of the things. So considering this is the time that I'm supposed to be focusing on the autumn collection, and I haven't even looked at it yet, I'm going to put my phone down now and I'm going to crack on. Fine. I appear to be having printer issues for a change, but here is what I've come up with. Right, you can see my printer issues. Now this isn't, let's just get rid of all of this because you can see it through the paper. This isn't such a big deal because these are going to be for me, but a bit of a problem because obviously I don't want the printer to be doing this when I'm printing off patches for the shop. I shouldn't be surprised, it is ancient, but it's going to be another thing for me to fix. But anyway, what you also saw during that little clip was me accidentally stumbling over what could be another patch pack. Sunflowers and bees, anyone? What are we thinking? Those sunflowers are big. This is US letter sized, so it's a little bit smaller than A4, but you can see that the sunflowers are taking up most of the space, and it was just that I had a little bit of empty space on either side, and I thought I'm going to squeeze in some bees. I like it. Apart from the ink that shouldn't be there, thank you printer. My printer is called Colin because I've never met a Colin in my life. That hasn't been a problem. And if you're watching this, your name is Colin, I do apologise. I do hope you're not somebody's problem. But that one is mine. That being said, I think these are perfect for the t-shirt and perfect for my need, so ha ha ha. Okay, well I think this is a good place to stop. I've got my patch on my t-shirt. The help of a book. That's going to keep me out of trouble for a little while. Ooh, I like it. In fact, I might even put a little bee there, because why not? With the other patch there. This does mean I've technically got two bee packs now. Okay, it is what it is. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Creativity is taking me down this route, and so be it. Hello. It's Thursday, I think. I'm very tired. But let me show you what I've been working on. Right, so yesterday you saw that I came up with this design and I printed off my own patch, and I've started stitching it up already because of course, but these lines are way too thick. This was an existing design that I had and I just enlarged it, which is why all the lines are so bold. So I've had to sketch it out with a finer pen. And I've got another one that I want to add to another pack. Like I said, I do it all with pen and paper. It's a pain in the arse, but I don't have a tablet, so I can't do it digitally, but I am very aware that I need to. Okay, so I feel like the last of the sketching is now done. So I'm going to take this to the scanner, do the usual gubbins in Canva, which is removing the background and the shadows, adding it all onto the template and resizing it and all of that boring gumph. And then I should have 3 refreshed packs. I haven't strictly stuck to the original plan. I had 4 packs that I was going to refresh, and what I've done is I've kind of refreshed and kind of replaced. For example, the strawberry pack and the sunset pack, I'm going to leave them up on Etsy, and when they expire, I'm just going to ditch them. But I've got new designs to replace them. So yeah, technically refreshed. I'm happy with that. But like I said, I am tired, so I want to get this done now. Okay, so I've done it. I do have 3 other designs now, which I'm very happy with. So you've not seen that one. That's the latest one. This was the wildflower pack that has gotten a rejuge, and this is the rejuge. This is the bees one that I did yesterday that I'm very happy with, and I went a bit over the top with the bees. You can't go over the top with bees. It's just not possible. No such thing as too many bees. More bees here, more faffery with the printer. The items have been refreshed, so now I've just got to print them off and take photographs, update the listings, or create new ones as the case may be. That'll be next week's stuff. Because did I mention that I was tired? I'm tired. So tired, in fact, that I stopped filming and forgot to film anymore for the rest of the day. Today is now Friday, and I am feeling more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today than I was yesterday. Did I mention I was tired? I think I only mentioned it 1,000 times. As I said yesterday, the stick and stitch patches have been rejudged, and I've got myself my new project, which this is as far as I've gotten. Not looking too shabby. It's going to take me forever. Not to mention this. It's giving me a blister because I'm going to show you the back now. If you want to see the hoop guts, I have to go over 1, 2, 3 seams, and this one is an absolute headache because they've reinforced it with a cord, which makes for a really strong seam and a very comfy t-shirt, but it's not so great for embroidering over. But I will persist because I am nothing if not stubborn. There you go. You're going to have to kind of imagine it. It's going to look so cool eventually. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to film the progress of this one and make a video out of it that I can add to the listing for the patches. And then I'm just going to carry on with it in my own sweet time, because otherwise we will be here forever. I mean, I will be. So I think we can agree that progress with this challenge is going really well. Technically speaking, all of the items have been rejudged, but going into next week, I've got some less fun tasks ahead of me. I've got to figure out what the problem is with the printer and fix that. Print off the new stick and stitch patches, take pictures of them, make the listings for the website and for Etsy, and then I'm done. So in a nutshell, we're on track. And if you would like to follow along with the chaos, then I've made a little playlist for these update videos, which you can watch. And more will be added, because once this challenge is over, I think I might be setting myself another one, because I'm a glutton for punishment. Right you are. I'm off to have coffee because there's a Y in the day. See you next time. Bye.